Now we live, baby.
We live, baby. Now let me get back to the slides so that people can hear the music. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening in on our video. Usually we start off with music, but since we are celebrating Russell, we thought that it would be a good idea to highlight our Central High School marching band. This Circle City Classic performance that they did, honey, bringing the Beachella up to Indianapolis, and they did such a beautiful job. So thank you all so much for sitting and just honoring those babies who participated in that event. But welcome to everybody out in Facebook. Please share this video and like it so that it goes to the top, honey, of people's timelines. And we're just gonna have a good time tonight. We got some amazing guest panelists on that we're going to talk about why we live, work, and worship in Russell. Today, joining me to facilitate and to co-host is the beautiful Chastity White. My co-worker is here to ask these questions. Why Russell? So I'll turn it over to her. She gonna facilitate our icebreaker for us.
Hey, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our icebreaker. So we're gonna rep your block, okay? So I'm personally repping 10th Street, Village West all day, every day. So
Yes.
anybody in the comments, y'all can definitely go ahead and rep your block, rep your street, rep your whatever, wherever you find yourself in Russell, rep it. So how about our panelists? What we got? Where y'all repping?
I mean, which part? I mean, I run a salon on 19th and Broadway. I'm a graduate of Central High School, class of 2005. Yes, yes.
Yellow
kids,
jacket.
Yellow Jacket. My children participate in activities at Louisville Central Community Center and Russell Theater. So we are Russell, like period. Period.
Period.
Period.
Yes, come on for the yellow jackets.
Right.
Yes,
Whole family all up in Russell. I
that's
love
right.
it.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey. I done been everywhere in Louisville, but right now I reside in Russell, 18th and Muhammad Ali, the Russell Apartments. I'm one of the community activists for Russell. Slash community organizer. I started a tennis union for all my residents. And also I just recently became one of the new store owners of Black Market, which is also in the Russell area.
Hey,
So yeah,
That's right.
we are Russell. We're gonna take care of our people.
That's right. And I'm writing from the Muhammad Ali Boulevard. So I have ties to Muhammad Ali. I remember, I just moved here a year ago to the place I'm at now. I used to be Jasmine's neighbor last year. And then also my mom lived on 22nd and Muhammad Ali for the last couple years. But even when I was a kid, I can remember us going to Jay's after church. The whole church
oh
been
my
and went
gosh.
and food at Jay's. So definitely, we are Russell. We are tied to Russell. And if you are watching on Facebook, you guys are a part of this conversation. So please put that in the comment section as well. What street you repping on Russell?
Yeah.
Or in Russell?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget the people that attended Samuel Courts Taylor.
Come on.
You know, of course, anybody that even if
Western Middle.
Okay, even if you taught at Central, you are a part of Russell.
That's
Like,
right.
all up in there.
My kids is at Western Middle. Well, one graduated from Western, but Western Middle, we in the building.
That's right.
So I'm saying they Russell. We Russell.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So
let me just put this in there real quick. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead.
Also, I work at Play Cousins and we partner with y'all a lot too.
Yes.
So I gotta represent Play Cousins.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that too. That's it.
Let me tell y'all something. In so many different ways. Like forever Play Cousin. Do you hear me? But that's the vibes period. Like if you become a part of Play Cousins in any way, shape, or form, you are with them for life. So thank you so much, Jasmine, for highlighting them because they are Russell as well. Been doing the work in this neighborhood for a long time. And so now we want to formally introduce you all to our panelists. So, of course, you just heard talking the beautiful Jasmine Harris. She is here to talk to us today as one of our guest panelists. And then we also have the beautiful Miss Benet Durrett, right?
Durrett.
All right. So we have Miss Benet Durrett here as well. And we're just going to go ahead and hop right on into the conversation. So, and these questions, of course, again, are for you all to answer as well. So as we're having these light conversations, just go ahead and put you all's answers in the chat or in the, I keep saying chat box, in the daggone comment section. So the first question we want to know is, what do you love most about living, working, and or worshiping in Russell? So y'all can just kind of popcorn it out whenever you're feeling.
I'm gonna say so. Before I obtained my salon space on Broadway, I was in Shapley, and of course, my commute to Shapley on Cane Run was a beast every day. But I serviced a lot of people who were coming from West End and Russell neighborhoods. And so with that, it's like, hey, my whole lifestyle, really, the kids' school, activities, everything is in Russell. And the more I thought about it, like I grew up in California neighborhood, I still live in California neighborhood. I'm like, this is my circle. This is my people. And for me, it was like coming back home, opening up my salon space in January. Like, these are my people. This is my community. This is where I've been at. I went to school. You know, this is a comfort zone. And as much as people don't shed the positive light on Russell, I feel like the Russell neighborhood is doing a lot of things for our community, and we're giving back to our community. We're creating resources. We're creating jobs. We're creating like Play Cousins Collective. You know, they come and they network, and I see them 95% of the time on everything community-based for the Russell neighborhood. You know, there's Opportunity Corner. There is just so much going on. Even with the theater works, you know, there are so many talented youth and young kids, and it's giving them something to do. It's keeping them off the street. And so for me, placing my salon in Russell, you know, I had did an interview on WLOU a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, who is your ideal client? And I said, the community.
That's right.
Because people need to identify, it's not about a dollar. It's not about how much they can spend with me. It's about helping the people in my community, because a lot of times people think about hair care services, oh, she's just doing hair. But no, as a stylist, you are a mentor, you are an uplifter, you sometimes you are
Therapist.
a safe haven. I hear stories, and you know, people talk to me in confidence, like they trust me with their hair, but they trust me with so much more. And so I tell people all the time, you have to be an advocate for the community. And that's why a lot of times people invite me to do pop-up shops for my product, Unique Essentials. And sometimes I go to other things. Of course, if it's salon driven or community or beauty driven, I go. But majority of the time, you will see Unique Essentials at community-based functions and community-based events, because I am for the people. I'm for the community. So definitely, I'm blessed. It's been a good first-time salon owner, opened up in Russell. 1921 West Broadway is my salon, essentially unique, and I love it. I haven't had any issue. Oh, don't go down to the West End. No issue. It's been peaceful and blessings, like for real. It's been great. It's been great.
And she's being real modest because, honey, you're not gonna just get your hair done and all the stuff that she mentioned. But I done bought me some shoes to go out of town. I got me, you know, some hair products.
It's essentially Unique Salon and Boutique. So there is boutique
Yes.
as well. But the more I advertise, the more I'm working on some different marketing strategies to get the other boutique side listed. But there's plenty of my salon space. When people come in there, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is like a home away from home. It's cozy, it's clean, it's neat, it's good vibes, it's good energy, it's professional." Like, I'm young, but I'm about my business. And when people come there, they really feel like they're at home. So definitely check me out. But don't give up on Russell. Don't feel like because you're downtown in the West End that you are unworthy, that your business will plummet. Because people told me all these things. I'm telling you. And I have had nothing but success from the Russell neighborhood, from the West End. So please do not let that deter you. I made a post about this on Facebook the other day. Like, no matter where you do business, it's how you do business.
That's right.
Take care of your people and they'll take care of you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was so happy you said that too, because man, we got to get out of that.
Take care of each other.
Yeah. It's bad enough that the news be like sharing negative stories and stuff. Like, yeah.
And don't be so modest in saying that. Like, we like to trust someone to do our hair. You know, Black women are very serious when it comes to hair. So to trust, honey, that is really like putting our lives in your hands.
It's serious.
Like,
it's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's serious.
But they know, honey. I don't let everybody in my hair.
Hey, Benet, plus we need to get some of your hair products in the store. I think that'll be a good look as well.
I signed up to be a vendor with you all. I sent the inquiry over, and we ready to work whenever y'all ready.
We just as soon as we get done renovating, I'm gonna holler at you. Me or Missy will be in contact with you. Trust.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
A lot of people talk about your hair products.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, it's for the people. Like, at the end of the day, you know, people tell me, your price is too low, go up. I'm like, but these are for my people in my community. And if they can afford it, then I don't got to go nowhere, because the more that they love it, the more that they need it, they're going to keep buying it. And so this is what it's for. I don't have to be on a commercial shelf yet. And even when still, I compare my prices to the commercial shelves, and it's just the same, but they're like, yours is home. I don't care. We have to be rational about what we're expecting our community to do. So when we doing for the community, we can't expect for the community who has a certain income or a certain tax bracket to spend $40 and $60 on an 8-ounce bottle of shampoo because it's homemade. It's not how it's happening. I wouldn't do that. I'm a single mother too. So I have to think about, I subconsciously think about, if I'm a single mother, could I afford to pay this? So at the end of the day, like, I'm grateful. I appreciate the love for Essential Unique, and I appreciate the love for Unique Essentials. And like I tell people, I'm for my people. If people say they need 20 shampoos donated, I'm gonna do that. Versus the next person may not. That's just how I operate.
That's what's up. Thank you, Benet. That was lovely. What about
That
you,
was
Jasmine?
beautiful. Hold on, because she didn't say some of my words. No, now, I love Russell, and that's just real. For me, when I first moved in here, it was about acceptance. My neighbors, they was, here for me, there for me when I needed anything. When me and my kids needed to eat, they fed us. And I remember, like, I'm gonna always remember these hard times. And when I told them I got y'all, I meant that. Like, I got my neighbors. Like, when we was doing that, when the pandemic first happened, and RPOP and Play Cousins got together, we did that. We made sure that the community was straight, like, on anything that we need. Even Change Today, Change Tomorrow, shout out to them too, because they still do the Feed the West, making sure my neighbors get their groceries every week. I mean, it's just so much love, and I'm forever grateful to be tied in with all the communities and organizations, that help my neighbors out, because they are really my family. Like, they there for me when I need somebody to talk to. If I need advice from anybody on any subject, they're gonna give me the realest, best advice possible. And I just love it. It's so real in this neighborhood. And I eventually, I want to stay in the Russell community, but I want a house, like, so I'm manifesting a house in Russell at the moment, but I will never forget where I came from, where I started off here. That's really it. My neighbors are just we're all about. You go outside, I bet $10 somebody is barbecuing, and they're gonna ask you if you want a hot dog. I mean, that's just how we roll. And then we might do the wobble, just cause I just love it. I just love my neighbors.
That building is like the energy there. It's like family. Like, I really can't explain it. Like, even when I was doing the work in that building, it's like, what, I can't break what's going on here. Or I want to be a part of what they already got going. Like, I really felt like, what is it that I could really bring, because it's already here. Like, they really do take care of each other and spread love. That's beautiful.
And no judgment.
No judgment.
If you need help, they gonna help you. They don't care what you did. They gonna help you. That's just what it's about. So, I'm forever gonna be a Russell resident. I don't care about none of that. Me and my kids, I'm happy, there's a park around the corner from where I live, but I feel like there still needs to be more children things for us to do. Besides, like, Play Cousins can always pop up, but other than that, I love my neighborhood. That's it.
No, it's really the energy for me. Like, my mom always asks me, like, why do you like going to the West End? Even though she's from the West End, why do you like going to the West End? It feels like home to me. Like, I can literally go to, even I have a laundromat. I mean, a laundry, wash and dryer in my basement, but I like going to the laundromat in the West End because
it's humbling.
It's humbling, but it also, like, I feel like I feel invited. down there. Like there's no, like you said, no judgment. Like nobody looks at me like, why are you here? Or that it's really the energy that I get when I go to the West End that I don't get anywhere else in the city. That makes me love to work in Russell. And even, being from Russell, I mean it's my home. And it's all that I know. And not to say, I can't get to know other neighborhoods, but what's the point? If this is family already, why would I want to go to, another family where I may or may not be accepted? And chances are I may not be accepted. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what, I took that risk too, because I, of course, am not from the West End. My family is. My mom's side, her whole side, is from the West End. But y'all know I'm from Newburgh. I know this is not Russell, but I'm from Newburgh, honey. So I still go. I travel all the way out to Newburgh to do my laundry because that's where I feel comfortable. I got a whole ain't even got a wash and dryer yet, but honey, I go out to Newburgh to do my laundry. But one thing, because I get asked that question too, like why, especially since I didn't grow up in the West End, it's like, well, why are you down there? You need to move. It's this and it's that. But like Chastity said, it's the energy. It's the black AFness for me. Like when you walk out your door, you're going to see black faces. When you go to the store, you're going to see mostly black faces. Like that's what I love. Like you said, is being around people who are like you, people who get you, people who can just look at you and be like, oh, sis is having a rough day. Let me just tell her she's beautiful today.
I was going to say, people who care about you.
Yeah.
Common situations, common scenarios, and people who care about you. Like, they care about your business, they care about your kids, they care about your well-being. Like, people who care about you. Like, I can't tell you how much Russell Theater and Louisville Central Community Center has helped me being a single mother and being busy and having after-school services available that were safe and secure. And we're building them in theater, but we're also helping with homework. We're also helping with other things. Like that was very beneficial to me. And I felt comfortable because it's not like I have to go 15 miles each way to make sure my kids are good. Like right after school, boom, we ride at 13th and Muhammad Ali, or we ride at 17th and Madison. And then we ride back home on 17th in Kentucky without so much additional stress. And then my salon being right there. So it's definitely about being around like-minded people, being around people that look like. I always tell my kids, if we decide to move from where we are, because I understand when she said manifesting a house, I'm doing the same thing. I'm working with Urban League now for home ownership.
Come on, shout out to Urban League, another Russell CBO.
Another Russell benefit in the community. So I understand the concept, but I told my kids, I said, I want to move, yes, but I also don't want to live anywhere where nobody looks like us and I can't see my people. So smelling that barbecue grill means something to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The smoker. It's the smoker for me.
You feel me?
Walking down the street with his cane that he been walking down the street on and with his newspaper minding his business, not worried about not a soul, means something to me. And at the end of the day, like that's what it's all about. It's about the community.
That sounds like Mr. Damon you talking about. But that's how much I love my neighbors. Like not like I know everybody like in the community.
But everybody got that one neighbor. Everybody got that one man, and like you know what I'm saying. He's getting that newspaper. He walking up the street. He might have a coffee one day, but you know.
Yeah, and that's also the fact that y'all know Russell is was considered like Harlem for Louisville. It was Louisville Harlem. And I always, that stuck with me, even in my dark days, that stuck with me. Sweet Peaches used to do spoken word. And then there was all of these dope things that still are happening to this day. And we are really thriving in this community.
That's right.
All the community people, when we all link, like this homecoming that's about to happen, we are thriving for real.
Right. That's right.
This is what's up. You seen, I was so happy when you posted that. I was
Look, I'm loving the words that are being used tonight too. It's like powerful, thriving. Like it's awesome to be able to thrive when the world or the rest of Louisville might see Russell as just surviving. No, we
Yeah,
are not just surviving. We are thriving
we're
here.
Yeah,
thriving.
you gotta call
We
it for what
have,
you gotta make something out of it for yourself. Like me,
mhm,
I'm a
that's
sunflower
right.
in my
That's
head.
right.
But when I ask my neighbors, how did
Mhm,
that sunflower grow? They be like straight up out the concrete, and that's just what
that's
it is.
right. And
That's
you know
exactly
what,
what it is.
Jasmine? I was talking to somebody last week about sunflowers, or maybe it was a couple weeks ago. But anyways, we were talking about sunflowers because they like sunflowers too. And this was another lady, and I was like, well, you know, the beautiful thing about sunflowers is that they always have to be facing the sun. So you know me,
Mhm.
my saying is, how bright you gonna shine today? Because you we have to spread our light to the community. And another unique thing about sunflowers is that when they can't, like when there's no sun available for them, then they face each other and they get that energy from each other. So
Yes,
that's the same thing that you doing in this community, Jasmine. Like I see you, you know, being a sunflower literally, because like you're bringing your light, and even when you don't have that much light to bring, you're still like looking to your sisters and brothers like, how can I help you? How can I uplift you? So that's beautiful. I'm not gonna cry
I mean, I'm not either, but I'm just
tonight.
saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't matter what, as long as you helping in some kind of way in the for the
Mhm.
greater good. Like I
Yep.
can, like, can I help you set up? Oh my God, like I got to do something to help just to stay
Yep.
straight. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, child. Okay, let's move on. Yes, that's beautiful. I love it. Hey, I'll pass this one to Chase.
So, as we talk about why you live or why you work or why you love to work, love to live in Russell, why did you choose Russell to live, work, or worship?
Um, when I first moved, before I moved in here, I was homeless. I had an 8 month old and I was 8 months pregnant. And I stayed in not Russell, Wayside. They didn't have no beds for me, so I had to sleep in the lobby on the floor in the wintertime. Russell
Mhm.
got me in like a month. Like I came crying after I filled in my application. Like, I need help. Like, can y'all just help me and my kids? A month later, they told me it was gonna be 6 months to a year. I was so sad, y'all.
Oh,
They got me
wow.
in a month later. And
Wow.
so I'm like, it's just been my home just because I don't know if it's fate. I don't know what happened. There's other New Direction properties, but they put me here and I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy because like I really never, everything I needed was right here. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yes.
Russell seems like it's your village.
It is.
Russell's your
Mm-hmm.
village. And I kind of feel the same way. Like I said, I was in Chablis at first working before, but again, I grew up in California, so it's not that far from Russell. So I always tell people like, he puts you and plants you where you need to be planted,
Mm-hmm.
and where you will make the most impact. So a lot of times, because I had offers to go in throughout the city, out St. Matthews, out wherever, and I was just like, no, I'm going. And funny thing is, the spot that I'm in, I actually pursued that spot 2 years ago, but the lady wasn't ready to retire yet. Um, and then when I was looking this time, she was ready to retire, and I said, Lord, you have a funny sense of humor. How you brought me back to this very same building that was
Mm.
occupied at first, and now I'm here. And like the
Wow.
address to my salon is 1921 West Broadway, and the last four of my cell phone number is 1921. So I feel
Oh,
like
wow.
he's
Oh,
very
wow.
intentional about how he moves. I've been
Mm-hmm.
a stylist for 18 years, and my salon sits between 17th and 18th and Broadway. So he's
Oh,
very intentional about
come
how he moves.
on.
So I think about numbers, I think about sequence, and I think about like, this is where I'm supposed to be. My kids were at Western Middle School. You know, I've always felt comfortable, and it's one of those, when I think about the service that I'm offering, and I think about the street of Broadway. Broadway stretches all the way down to the East End. And I'm like, wait, so from 9th Street, where Wags is on Broadway, to where Trendsetters is on 32nd, there is no salon service whatsoever. None on
Mm-hmm.
Broadway. So I centered myself right in the middle purposely because it's the center. And in the center, there's a foundation. So definitely I was intentional about where I wanted to be. I was intentional about being a service to my people. I hate when people say, well, I had to move my service out here because, they're not going to do right down there. Well, what does not do right mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, because they're doing a lot of not doing right other places too.
Everywhere.
Okay, as we have seen on the news.
Everywhere. Or, well, that ain't my clientele. Well, what is your clientele? Because I know people that go from the east to the west, and I know people that go from the west to the east. And like I put on my Facebook page the other day, I have people coming from Shepherdsville, Lexington, and E-Town to come see me. So you tell me.
Come on. To come see me.
To come see me. So you tell me, even if they're not getting hurt done, they're pulling up for products because people hate to have stuff shipped now. And that's okay because I'm available. But I say that to say, don't count Russell out because it's a lot of, like I said before, it's booming and it's jumping and it is transforming. Yeah. And the old Russell technically, truthfully, is dead and gone. So the people that are the millennials and up, they bringing it back. And they making it beautiful.
Gentrified, baby.
We can't be gentrified. Come on.
We taking it over. And
That's
we
right.
are putting our stamp on it. Like, this is ours and we're here to stay. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why y'all see it says this is our home.
Yeah.
Russell is our home.
Our
and
home.
The crazy part about that is, or the interesting part about that is that, even with downtown, they'll try to push us out from downtown. But I looked at the Melanour Marketplace. We built that too. Like where 4th Street Live is, we built that. That was part of the Harlem of the South. That was connected to Russell. So I thought that it was ironic how blacks built it and now blacks are rebuilding it. Because when the protests happened, y'all know all the businesses down there, Jasmine know what they did. It is what it is.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
I'm say that.
And now, they try to blame it. Oh, it was the protesters. It was this and this and that. And they didn't take care of their people. And now you see that their businesses are closing. But look at black people coming and having something there once a month that sold out. People go down there. Black-owned businesses go down there and sell their stuff out. Like, to me, it's amazing.
And they don't even want to talk about how they were already going out of business before.
They were.
Oh.
They were.
Yeah.
As much as they didn't really want the black dollar, they needed the black dollar.
They needed us.
Oh,
they needed always need us.
As much as they didn't want the black dollar, they needed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Speak, because I didn't even know that they were going out before.
A lot.
Because I did not think I would see Eddie Merlot's go. And they done went. Like,
yeah.
Bye. Look, bye.
Let's get some black in there. So who's gonna get that?
Who's gonna get that, honey? We don't know. It might be Lucretia's Kitchen.
You feel me?
We don't know. It might be Dasha Barbers. It might be, it might be Jazzy's Froyo. It might be that, honey. Period.
It could be Jordan.
Well, come on, Jordan Janelle. Yes.
With the lemonade now.
Yes, come on.
Now,
but yes, I think that is awesome.
So it's really up to us to change this narrative of Russell.
Well, we're changing it.
Which is what we're doing individually. So, you have your hair salon, Jasmine's doing all of the great things that she's doing. RPOP, we're doing amazing things. Like, it's up to us to change this narrative, which is why like I wanted to make sure, because as a Russell neighborhood native, coming back to my community to change the narrative, like it all came full circle for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chastity, do we have anybody in the comment section saying anything?
Let's see.
Y'all engage with us. Y'all don't gotta listen to us running our mouth the whole time. Y'all engage with us.
Right. Plus, when black people link up, period, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
On her, it's beautiful. But when we together, anything that we do, it's beautiful. And then when they have music playing and we making money, it's a beautiful thing.
They waiting for the block party.
They waiting for the block party. So let me just go on ahead and do a shameless, because they are
plug.
Let me do a shameless plug. Let me do a little commercial break. Let us pay some bills real quick. We just want to let y'all know to come out to that Russell Block Party. I want these vibes in person. Come to the Russell Block Party. It is next Saturday,
Next
September
Saturday.
18th from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. right in front of Jasmine's front door. Do you hear me? We about to go up.
Walk out and have a good time. Come back
That's
in.
right. Walking distance between everything. We got some food from Lucretia's. We got food from Sweet Peaches. Like, it is about to be on and popping.
Product from Unique Essentials on sale.
Yes, because she's coming down there to vend, honey. The
I'll
Black
be
Market, y'all have a booth?
I mean, can we vend? Y'all
Y'all need to have a booth. Yeah, we need to make that happen. I don't know what's going on, but Black Market needs to have a booth too, honey. We got so many community-based organizations that we partner with will be like being vendors there. It's about to be dope. It's about to be so dope. All right, y'all.
There with the kids.
Yes, Play Cousins will be there. Jamaica's Jungle gonna be there. Like it's about to be dope. All right, so we don't have nobody saying nothing right now, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you're catching this after we've already gone live, still put your comments in the comment section and we'll respond back to you. So this next question is actually to me, it's one of the more personal questions. To me, it's the most important question when we're talking about why Russell. So why is Russell valuable to you? I know we've kind of lightly mentioned some things that we love about Russell. We know why we came here and why we chose to still be here in Russell. But what is it that makes it valuable? Why is it valuable to you? I'm going to start it off.
Okay.
It's valuable to me because of the rich history. Some of the stuff that I've learned about working with Russell Place of Promise, shout out to them for being similar to Play Cousins and changing my life in so many different ways. But I didn't know about this stuff in my own city. For instance, the library that sits right there on Chestnut Street was the first Black functioning library, the first library where Black people were able to go in and get books in the United States. I did not know that until I was 30 years old working with Russell Place of Promise. And I felt like, of course, we've all said it. We might not care for Louisville too much, or I'm ready to leave. This city gets on my nerves, whatever. I've said it all. Knowing I love my city, right? But I felt like even when I was a kid, like I didn't really see value in my city. Like I thought that this was a country town. We would have to leave Louisville to get these grand things. And then I find out later in life that we been great. Like the musical talents used to come through here to get their careers off the ground. Like they had to come through Louisville. And so, yeah, I feel like that's something that we need to teach our children. And we can take charge in teaching our children that Russell has been valuable, our city has been valuable, and it's because of us and our contributions. So preserving the history, that's why it's valuable to me.
So for me, Russell is valuable because of all the Black children and all the Black people that exist in Russell. Especially like as someone that attended Samuel Courts Taylor and being around all the Black children and then going on to Central High School right across the street, like you see all of the potential, you see all of the capabilities of the kids or the kids and the people in that neighborhood. And you know that they're going to be something when they're older, or that, every part of their being, regardless of what they've been through, that they're worth investing into because of what they're going to be and what they're going to produce. And just like, I think of myself coming, you hear all the stories about Russell, but there's people like me that come from Russell. And then, you have, of course, Muhammad Ali that attended Central, and then you have a wide variety of different kids and, people that work in Russell that not only invest in living in Russell, but working in Russell. So that in itself makes it valuable. Just the people make it valuable.
Thank you.
I would have to say, it's valuable. I can't talk today. We all have potential. I mean, the buildings got potential, the people got potential, and I already said it once before. Once you reach that potential, you're gonna thrive. You're gonna be great in whatever you choose to be, and it goes for whoever. It don't matter your past. If you have potential in you, which is everybody that I know in this building around the corner from me down the street, you're gonna be great. And if you just hold on tight to at least that one person that's trying their hardest, make it too. That's all it is. Everybody is we all cling to each other. We're valuable because we're family, because we, it's just love. It's just so much love here. I can't say it enough.
That's right. There's love in Louisville, which is right there on the side of Sweet Peach's building. There's love in Russell.
No.
Huh?
I should have looked out the window.
Yes, there's love in Russell. There's love in Louisville. What do you think, Benay?
For me, it's personal. I'm a product of YMCA Black Achievers. I'm a product of Central High School. I'm a product of everything that was in Russell. That high school and Black Achievers were big things that changed my life. And then to later on see, like, I'm right back here. Haven't went far from California to Russell. I'm right back here. And so, and like my mom, she lives on Madison, so she's down in the Russell neighborhood. So it's like, it's home. It's home away from home. And it's a way that my kids can identify with the people, with the culture, but still step outside the box and be introduced to other things outside the culture. So that's the thing that I like about it the most, is that they are incorporating so many other things and opportunities for our kids that normally in our culture we don't see in the inner city. And they're bringing that and they're expanding it. So for me, it's personal. And the give back is personal. And so that's why I'm here.
That's amazing. I love how you keep highlighting. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jasmine.
No, I just wanted to say I felt that it's personal. Yeah,
it's personal. Yeah, it's personal.
Well, I was just gonna say, I love how you keep highlighting all the benefits that your children are receiving from being connected to Russell, because our children are our future.
They are.
And whenever I'm asked the question, which that's gonna be our next question, but whenever I ask that question is, what is your vision for Black wealth? Or whenever I'm asked that question, I usually have something along the lines of children. Y'all know I love kids. And they are valuable. And I've been guilty of sometimes saying, oh, our children don't have anything to do. So for me, it's very refreshing to hear you keep highlighting the things that the children do have access to in our neighborhood. So thank you for that, because it might be somebody who's listening who might think that same thing. Oh, my children don't have anything to do. They don't have a safe place to go after school. They don't have, I'm working. I might not be able to help them with their homework. But you mentioned that LCCC has these resources, and that the Russell Theater, they are trying to go beyond just theater and creating a family and a village and a safe place for our children. So when you get to talking about children, to me, that's where you see the real value in a neighborhood, is when the neighborhood is thinking about its children, because its children is the one who is going to either reap the benefits of what's going on, or they're going to suffer from the lack thereof. So thank you so much for highlighting that as value.
Too on that.
Go ahead.
Also, I got 3 kids too, so I just think that you have to be involved. Like, as a mother, no matter if there is nothing for the children to do, even though there is, if there's nothing, you can do stuff for them to do. Like, y'all done gave out chalk. I mean, there is a library right there. Read to the kids. Let their imagination run. Like, that's real. You can find things to do with your kids. Like, it's not even that hard. And then other kids will want to join in, and the parents will want to, do things with their kids. I've seen it.
Yeah.
So it's just, it don't matter where you are, if there really ain't isn't anything to do, you can always be involved with your kids and make it something to do.
You're right.
No,
You know what, Jasmine? Me and my boss, Cassandra, one day, it was a couple months ago, but it was still summer. But we were looking, I don't know why we was looking out the window. But we seen, you know how you was getting the kids together in your building and y'all was just coming outside to play. And I guess she was doing that frequently, but I explained to her, hey, this is what she's doing. And we just was basking in how beautiful that was. That not only did you take the time to take your children outside, but you took the time to gather the children in the building. That probably gave their parents a little break. Their parents could probably let their hair down and do whatever they want to do to ground themselves. And then, you never know who's watching. So, somebody might have been watching or riding past watching that, like, oh, people, we can actually have our kids to come out and play with each other, and build that trust and rapport with one another. So that's beautiful.
I call us the Russell Steppers. We was outside.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Our family, we call each other the Russell Riders. In sign language, this is an R. So we do like
Aw.
Riders.
It's a
Come
village.
on, gang, gang.
It's
No,
like,
Wait a minute, look, my little fingers are stubby, so I can
Russell Riders.
come on, Russell Riders. Come on, y'all done built a step team and everything.
I need a t-shirt.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Right.
so dope for it to like really happen. So I might,
Come on.
but
Man, this is awesome.
Jasmine, you're
Okay.
creating a village. Like, I remember when my mom used to do that. Like, she would teach the kids in the neighborhood how to ride bikes. Like,
that's
I'm
dope.
like, why are you teaching the kids? Because they need to learn how to ride a bike.
Right.
Some people honestly might not even have it in
Their
them.
parents didn't have the time to teach them. Yeah.
Until you do it, they're gonna want to be involved,
Yep.
Because I
Yep.
would be like that, like, hold on, why is this girl playing with my kids? I can do that. Scoot over. Like,
Right.
with my kids, like, you can't just be involved with my kids. I have to be involved with my kids. And if I see your kids having more fun than my kids, I want to join. Let's just
Yep.
the kids.
Come on, cool mom. No, Jasmine's the TikTok mama. They videos be so cute. So we have a comment from our coworker and our sis, Maya, who also has her business Side Yoga. So she said, yes, personally, I remember I would go to Plymouth Community Center after school services back in the day, swimming at Central High School and elementary school, and I was frequently doing after school things in Russell. And she loves, Jasmine, she loves that, what you mentioned before, that you are creating a village with your neighbors. So thank y'all. Anybody else who have any comments or want to answer any of the questions, please, again, don't hesitate to put those in the comment section. This conversation, y'all, has been very, very fruitful. We got one more question, then we gonna do some announcements to get on up out of here.
Let go.
All right. What is your vision as we talk about Russell being valuable? What is your vision for Black wealth in Russell?
I'm gonna say Black owned everything, and that's
You
it.
said what?
Black owned everything, and that's it.
Come on. Black owned everything.
Everything. It's everything.
Everything. The gas station.
Everything.
That part.
The
Dollar
grocery
Generals, honey. The
The
millions
grocery
of them that are
stores,
down here.
gas stations, the dollar stores. Like, we need to franchise and buy back the block for real.
Yes. And you know what? I'm still a little iffy about franchises.
I know.
I'm like,
it's a pro and a con.
But however, if that builds ownership, maybe the franchise of a Family Dollar that's owned by a Black person, it might be a little different or might be ran a little different than a regular Family Dollar. So I'm going to open myself up still to it.
All right. Go ahead and get that Family Dollar.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. But I'm just saying
We need
that
a
I
Black
get the
dollar.
point in making it the Black. Come on, the Black Dollar. There is a black dollar store. It's not in Russell. It's in Shively.
Shively, out Dixie.
Yeah.
We need to bring that on in Russell.
Yeah, we need, come on. Let's get another one. Somebody franchise that business
Yeah.
I
and
know
bring
that's
it to Russell.
that's right.
I see us having just everything Black on, like you said. And then, like, I don't know, I'm really big on spoken word. I know it's been a couple months for me since I've been, but like I see us having a lot of outdoor events, like just everything for the Black people. And like, if you
Mhm.
want to, be a part of the culture, period.
Mhm.
Like, I see that. I see it happening sooner, like, than we really realize. When I first moved in here, which was 5, almost 6 years ago, there wasn't really as much stuff cracking as it is now. So we are really buying the black bag, the black bag.
Mhm.
Back. It's okay.
The block back. Come on.
But
We
yeah,
buying black the block. Buying
That's
black
right.
the block.
we
That's what
Yes.
buying.
it is.
We want the block
BGC.
black. Come on. So I always say, of course, that my vision for Black wealth has to do with the children, but I'm gonna have to add agriculture in there too. Because y'all know we blessed to
City.
have the black market. We need that. We need more grocery stores in the West End, but not even just that. We need to know how to feed ourselves too. When the grid goes down and they start acting crazy up in this United States and try to regulate our food and everything, it will be very beneficial for us to know how to work the land and know how to grow our own food. For
Yeah.
instance, our gardens, like I had no clue that Russell had so many gardens and they're functioning. A
Yep.
lot of them. So that one that's right on 26th and Market, I believe, or 20, I believe it's either 26th and Market or 26, it's 26th and Jefferson. But we walked there while canvassing, would walk past her all throughout last year. It wasn't really a lot going on with it. It was like overgrown. It just looked like, hey, it might have needed some help. Well, fast forward to today, I rode past, and when I tell y'all, they have completely turned that garden around. Whoever owns it or whoever is working it, like it's got a little pathway where you can walk through. Like I can really see that as a place because it sits on the corner. I can really see that as a place where, like, you know how the Black Panthers, they do, or the Revolutionary Black Panther Party, let me say their name right, they do the Tai Chi and everything in the healing garden. I'm not sure if that's their garden or what, but it gave me those vibes that you can do that stuff in that garden. And for me, my vision for Russell is having more of those spaces, those garden spaces, those common spaces, more greenery, more shrubbery, more flowers, more fruit trees. I had no clue that we had apple trees down here, like those types of things for me is my vision for the Black wealth in Russell.
I think we need just to make everything Black on. We need to have our own clothes, have
Mm-hmm.
sewing classes. Our grannies, there's still grannies that will teach you how to sew. There's sewing classes at Play Cousins too. If you,
Heck yeah, it is.
but
Shout out to Turquoise, our play cousin,
yeah,
who, honey, knows how to sew. Her and Miss Stacy with Bridge Kids.
those are my,
They were doing classes. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and Garden Girl, she also does. She'll teach you about vegetation and make.
Yes.
She does cooking classes for adults and kids.
Yes. Garden Girl will be at our event too. We'll have our vegan and vegetarian options from Garden Girl at homecoming, the
Yep.
Shout out
block
to
party.
her sis. Whitney's my
Mm-hmm.
sis. She is also who is renovating
Market.
Black Forest. Yeah.
Yes. I saw
So
that. I said, "Ooh, what? I
She's
didn't
one of
know
my
she did that, honey."
it's dope. Black girls link up. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes. Now her space is dope. Her
It's beautiful.
space is dope.
if
So
y'all
I already know that's about to be
y'all see
dope
my pictures
too.
from her brunch
I don't know.
last week. I
Mm-mm.
posted pictures when I went to her brunch in the garden. It was everything. Every other Sunday she does brunch in the garden.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
And,
pop up. Is it this
well,
week or will it be next week?
you got to get the tickets off her because she's trying to do crowd control, of course.
Oh, okay.
Numbers of COVID. But you got to get the ticket off of gardengirlfoods.com. But it's a ticketed event. One serving is like 25, but it's a buffet and a and
Mm-hmm.
a and a cocktail or a mimosa, and then like unlimited is 45. So all you can eat
Yeah.
buffet, all you can eat drinking. So like it was the bomb. When I tell you it was the bomb,
Oh my gosh.
and
right.
I mean I posted my pictures and my videos from the food. You can see what the food is. But I mean, when you talk about a good vibe and a good atmosphere, that brunch down there was everything. Everything.
Yes. I'm loving it. And see, that's another thing I feel like we should have in Russell too. Like, well, of
But
course
she
we
can
had
bring
Lucretia's
that. She can bring,
Kitchen.
you know, we can bring that. Like
Yeah, we
we
need
have
it.
the restaurant, but nobody really has an outdoor
Yeah.
scenic vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
most of it is inside.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited because Black Market got some outside space over. So
Oh,
I'm excited to see what if y'all gonna do something with that.
she's trying to
Um,
help. She's trying to bring it to
just
life.
mainly
Huh?
right focusing on in-store. Eventually, like I had mentioned to you, we want to get everything eventually 100% Black-owned groceries.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you know anybody who packages grocery items, let me know because I'm very interested at the moment.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, I'm just loving this conversation. I wish we had a
Yes. So so Maya was also saying that after school jobs for youth at Black owned businesses.
Definitely,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
definitely. That
Yes.
would be
Yes.
great. It would
Yeah.
Yep.
definitely be great. Or
Give
even
them
more
something to do. More what?
internships.
Internships. Yes. If you got a trade or something like that, or if you don't have trade, if you're a business owner, get you a protege. Y'all know how it was
Yeah.
back in the day. If it was an old man who had a grocery store and he didn't have no kids, he done grabbed him somebody off the street, taught them the game, and passed it on to them. We
Yep.
need to get back to that.
Yeah, because I know we need like 10 years of experience before we get one job.
Right.
For
Like,
real.
ma'am, I just came into the workforce. What type of experience do you expect me to have with these
That.
kids? And these, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing too. These new age kids or children and youth, they different.
They
Like, and
did.
they are very, very resilient. So they ain't taking a lot of that
And
stuff. They like,
still,
oh, y'all trying to pay me? My cousin, y'all, I think he's 17 or 16. But he was talking about the other day, yeah, they only trying to pay me 10 something an hour and I ain't gonna be able to do that. And so I'm just thinking back, like when I had my first job, I only got paid like 7.25. You know, when of course
They
that
not
was years and decades ago. But they
Chick Fil
like,
A
look,
is paying these kids $15 an hour, sis. They
now
not having it.
even with that, yes,
honey,
my niece is making $15 an hour at Target. I said, honey, where
Yeah,
they do that at? But the thing
yeah,
about that is that these kids, if y'all not trying to give me a living wage, they'll call it violence or what have you, and they'll go out and start their own businesses at this
they
point.
will.
I
Like,
Love
They
it.
will.
I'm here for it.
I
When
ain't.
girl,
I had
Yep.
my daughter when I was 17, and I worked two jobs. I worked at McDonald's and KFC on Bardstown Road. Both of them was 7.25, and I was
Mm.
still in high school. So I'm
mm,
like, so I feel these kids now because I couldn't
mm-hmm,
even, they can't even make it. That ain't enough, and expect
mm-hmm,
if my kids to be living off one of those jobs, I had to work two. No, it was
yeah.
crazy.
And then you imagine you already had a kid. And so with you having a child and then having to work two jobs, you probably missed out on school events and all of that.
Yeah, I wasn't really complaining though. I gotta work. You
Yeah,
just got
that's true.
to take care of these kids.
That's true. But yeah, that's awesome. Did anybody else want to add anything? Anybody in the comments section on Facebook? We starting to get more interaction. So thank you guys so much for tuning in on our conversation. I think this was our last question for the panel. Chastity, do you want to add anything or do we have any do you all want to ask any questions, Benay and Jasmine?
Mm-mm.
No,
Or
I
got
mean,
anything?
I love the conversation. I mean, at the end of the day, it was uplifting, it's inspiring, and I mean, and that's what we're here for. That's what we need to keep doing amongst each other. But no, I think it was a great discussion. I appreciate the opportunity for being here, and
Thank
thank you.
you. All right, cool. Well, let's move on into some announcements real quick. Y'all check out. I just love how dope our team is at Rosso Place of Promise because I want y'all to check out, honey, our commercial created by our one and only Mr. Alonzo. He created a commercial for us to put out there. So you may have heard it on the radio yesterday, and you'll be hearing it throughout the time in between us to have the block party or the whole Russell homecoming weekend. So y'all take a moment and check this out with us.
What's up, Louisville? Join Russell Place of Promise for Russell Homecoming Weekend, September 17th through the 19th. Kicking off Friday night, Shell Rouse, Soul River Brown, and Louisville Jazz Initiative at the Harlem of the South Soiree. We'll be back Saturday morning with the historic Russell Tours, followed by the biggest block party of the summer at 18th and Muhammad Ali. Finally, join us Sunday for brunch and business at Opportunity Corner. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Russell Place of Promise, and we'll see you at Homecoming 2021.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, Alonzo, for that commercial. And also shout out to Daphne, our beautiful Miss Daphne, who created the video to go along with his voiceover. So, of course, save the dates. It is going to be next weekend, the 17th through the 19th. And if you can see here on our flyer, our beautiful flyer, also created by our communications outreach specialist, Miss Daphne Walker, you can see that we have a whole weekend full of awesome festivities. So get in where you fit in. You might not be able to make it to all the events, but at least make it to one event. All right, so Friday night, 9/17. September 17th, we're going to have Harlem of the South Soiree from 6 to 9:30 p.m. This is a ticketed event. Tickets are $40. Please go ahead and get your tickets because we would hate for it to sell out and y'all had to hear about it. So go ahead and get your tickets to celebrate Russell's rich history as the Harlem of the South with these jazzy vibes. So it's going to be a Harlem Renaissance theme. Come dressed in your best, kind of, going along with modernized Harlem Renaissance, because it might be hot, might be a little too hot for you to have on a whole zoot suit, but modernize it just a little bit and come on out and celebrate with us. Or if you don't feel like dressing up, come in what you got and enjoy. We got some amazing things popping for that Harlem of the South Soiree. We're going to have, of course, the performances that are going to be the highlight of the event, but we also got some awesome food by Dasha Barbas. It's going to be catered. We've got a gallery that is going to be put together by some Russell artists and some West End artists, not just Russell. And then we also are going to have a thrift shop put together, or a just a little place where you can get some vintage. It's going to be a vintage shop where you can get some vintage clothes, and thrifting with Ashley. Miss Ashley with 2 E's is going to be our stylist for that. And so let me go ahead and move on because I know that you guys might be tired of hearing my mouth. But on Saturday, of course, we're going to have the historic Russell Tours, and you can either bike, trolley, or walk through Russell and get some of Russell's rich history. That piece that I was telling you all about, our library, come and get those vibes in our Russell, historic Russell Tours. I think, are you leading that, Chastity, with Miss Jackie? So, come on out and celebrate with them. That'll be in the morning, Saturday the 18th from 9:30 to 1:30. And then right after, we say,
come get your steps in.
Yeah, come get your steps in, honey, or look cute on the trolley, or, get you some full body exercise with this bike tour, honey. That's led by a Russell resident. Just want to throw it out there as well. And then, of course, right after that from 2 to 8 p.m., we got our Russell Block Party. This event is free and open to the entire family. Come out and party with us. We got free food, vendors, music, activities, community, love, village, all the above. Come out and join us. And then we are ending the weekend on Sunday, the 19th, with Sunday morning pop-ups. We'll be at a few churches, houses of faith in Russell. Just, meeting with some coffee, maybe, some pastries or something like that, and sharing what we do in the community, and also joining their church services to see how they praise the Lord in Russell. And then also to end off our weekend, we will have the brunch and business event that's going to be at Opportunity Corner. And it's going to be from 1 to 4. If this event is a ticketed event as well, the tickets are $20, but we're going to have some good food from Lucretia's Kitchen. In the mix is going to be our bartender. We've got some resource vendors. It's all about business acceleration. So anything that will accelerate your business, come out and get those resources from our vendors. We'll also have a few vendors that are selling options or selling items. And then we'll have, some headshots. You can get a headshot taken with your ticket purchase. You can also enjoy some music from DJ Pretty J, which is the sister to one of our co-workers within the Russell family. So this event and this whole weekend of events is about to be on and popping. So please, please, please check it out. And also, forgot to put the flyer on here, but check out Chastity next Tuesday. I believe at the same time.
Yep, it's 6
Can you
to 7.
go ahead and tell them a little bit about your live video as well?
Will I have a crying baby? Here, come here.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
So it's going to be next Tuesday with Chastity and Miss Jackie. They are going to be talking about historic Russell on that call as well. And then the importance of Black neighborhoods, the importance of historic Black neighborhoods. So please tune in at 6 p.m. on next Tuesday as well to join them in that conversation. And also, we got Spirit Week next week as well. So stay tuned for more details about Spirit Week. All of this is leading up to the big shebang, which is next weekend, our Russell Homecoming weekend. Like, it's been so much hard work put into this, and you guys are going to enjoy. I am so excited. I'm trying to get you guys excited. I'm trying to tell y'all, get your tickets today for the ticketed events, and then bring your families out on Saturday for the free event, y'all. You do not want to miss this weekend. This is going to set the bar for all West End festivities. So bring your peoples out. And with that being said, we would like to thank you guys for joining us. Thank our guest panelists, the beautiful Miss Benet Durrett, and also the beautiful Jasmine Harris. Thank you guys so much for always supporting Russell, a Place of Promise, for showing up for your neighborhood, and for creating a village for Russell residents, business owners, community-based organizations, and houses of faith. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. And of course, if you all need anything from Russell, a Place of Promise, please let us know. I also want to thank my beautiful co-host, Miss Chastity. Thank you so much, sis, for showing up for me tonight. And to all of my other co-workers who are watching and tuning in and chiming in, thank y'all so much as well for the support. And thank you, Russell. Thank you, Russell, for having us. Thank you, Russell, for keeping us going, for building relationships with us. And make sure that you all come out to that event on Saturday, because we got something big that is happening at that event on Saturday that involves engaging with the community in a way that has never been done before. We're talking about, yes, you don't want to miss it. I ain't even going to let y'all know what it is. Y'all need to stay tuned. And what we got going on, that's going to be a big announcement, honey, or a post or something. But make sure y'all keeping up. If you are not already, if you're tuning into this video because somebody done shared it, make sure you are liking our Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and make sure that you are following us on Twitter as well. If you want to, if you ever need anything, or you want to drop by and see us, our office is at 1718 West Muhammad Ali Boulevard. The RPOP team is usually there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Stop in and get an impact report, say hi, get some resources,
Ujama workbook.
Ujama workbook. We don't have physical copies now, but we ordering some more. But you can also get those online to download the PDF version. And so now I'm going to go make me some dinner, and we're going to holler at y'all. We'll see y'all at homecoming weekend.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Oh, wait. Child, wait. How do I end the live video? I ain't done a live video in so long. I done lost my feet. Bye, Facebook.